Well, I think there's still a lot of functionalities that NetSuite can do, and it's a better tool really to check and balance, Well, it's really very strong in terms of financial reporting, profit and loss, balance sheet, and budget, basically. So when you're producing reports, you want a greater flexibility on you want to see. You probably require a monthly report, a periodic report, or quarterly, match against budget or compared against last year. And NetSuite has a very strong functionalities in relation to that. So you could produce whatever report you like, as long as you know how to properly customize the system. The remaining hours in the day, something else can be done instead of being bogged down just trying to produce a report where the system can easily produce it for you. So it's a better governance and management, really. You now have time to analyze, what's going on. And it's really better, especially, with the CEO or the deputy CEO and the program managers, that they have an up-to-date information of what's going on, instead of trying to design reports, using a subsystem. I'm really excited with the reporting capabilities of the system, because in finance you need to have those reports, as quickly as possible. We made some meaningful decisions, especially in terms of reviewing expenditures. A good example is travel costs. We're trying to monitor now that expense quarterly. You're alerting program managers if they're over the budget, so they have to rethink and replan, on what they're going to do to meet up the KPI and operate within the set amount of budget, allocated to them for the year.
One of the biggest tasks that the admin team undertake is around travel arrangements. And so predominantly that was a big area that we really needed to rectify. Before NetSuite, travel arrangements were requested in a manual format, whereby a form needed to be completed, then sent off to the manager for signing, and quite often the paperwork would get lost or the information wouldn't be completed correctly or accurately on the form. A lot of gaps on the form, so they might be underpaid or overpaid. The introduction of the new processes in NetSuite has made my life and the life of the admin staff a lot easier. So in reviewing the travel processes, having them online now has minimised all those difficulties that the team experienced previously, and travel requests can't get passed without completing all the mandatory fields. So there's no reason why that staff now can't put together an accurate travel request. It's reduced the frustration for the admin staff, which for me, having a happier team means that, they're happier to come to work and to do their work, and as a manager that's made it a lot easier for me as well. So there's been, quite a few benefits with the introduction of, the implementation of NetSuite. PC9 Solutions were, like I said, were very good to work with. They were very inclusive. They allowed us to, to participate and always invited to meetings. They listened to our concerns and took them on board.
I'm really excited with the reporting capabilities of the system. In finance, you need to have those reports, as quickly as possible.
In many cases, we tend to overcomplicate things by not using the right tools to achieve proper outcomes. Budgeting and forecasting is really important to organizations, especially when the economic cycle is kind of tough. Budget and forecasting models that are online, that are accessible by all staff, that are adjustable on a regular basis, really enable you to proactively manage your business. This technology allows you to manage your business proactively rather than simply reporting on what has happened. You don't drive your car by looking in the rearview mirror, but we tend to do that when it comes to monthly reporting, where we simply report on what's happening.
NetSuite is a corporate management system. It's allowed us to take our databases, our spreadsheets, all the different tools that people use to do their work, and we now have one consolidated, integrated tool by which the organisation can use to meet its objectives. Things like the constituent relationships management, the document management, the finances. For the first time, a program manager can actually see how they're tracking within their budget and not actually have to arrange meetings with the CFO about, do I have any more money left to go and visit the membership, for example. For the first time, the organisation can actually act with a 360-degree view of what's going on.
C9 Solutions. For more information, please contact C9 Solutions on www.c9s.com.au.